Let's play Final Fantasy VI. I'm Brickroad, and we have a few more little side quests to mop up. A couple of them are pretty boring. In fact, all of them are pretty boring. We are doing all of the most boring side quests in the game today. For the first trick up my sleeve, we're going to rebuild the same party we have, except with Mog instead of Gao. And let's go ahead and we can unequip Gao like so. Alright, now Mr. Mog, we're going to go ahead and give you Phantom will come in handy. We'll go ahead and put everybody in the back row, that's fine. And Relics, you don't need a ribbon, you need an earring. You need Malulu's Charm and Miracle Shoes. There we go. Miracle Shoes, you also need an earring. Or a Hero's Ring, I mean, either way is fine. Okay. And I guess some equipment would not go amiss. Yeah, you know, rock that Paladin shield. Cool little Moogle guy. So we're going to one of the most obnoxious dungeons in the game. The first thing this dungeon does is locks all your commands except magic and item. So if you don't have any spells on your characters, you're not going to have a good time in this dungeon. It might behoove you to bring Umaro in here. In fact, I like that idea a lot. We're going to go ahead and I guess it doesn't matter who we kick out. We're not going to get any experience in this dungeon anyway. I actually like this idea a lot. I really do. You know what? We'll leave Terra behind. And then we'll unequip Terra. Actually, it's not going to matter because... Oh, she has Miracle Shoes. Yeah, we want to take her Miracle Shoes at least. Sorry, Terra. You've been replaced by a Smelietti. I think that's Umaro's full name, actually. Smelietti. Actually, you know what? He's fine with these. He doesn't need Miracle Shoes. He's going to be okay. So, Umaro's the only person who can actually attack in this dungeon, because he's a Berserker. Nothing else really matters. So we're going to go ahead and land here. We're going into the Cultist's Tower today. A dungeon famous for being extremely obnoxious. It's filled with powerful magic-using enemies. All of which we're going to avoid because we're using Malulu's Charm. It can take like 2-3 hours to climb this tower if you're really fighting your way up. It also helps to have reflect rings on, which we're not worrying about. We're going with something a little different strategy than the reflect rings, which we'll see when we get to the top of the tower. Yes, there is a clue in the game that tells you where this hidden room is, that there's an invisible switch on the wall. We got a tool there for Edgar. If we use it, I don't know, I don't think we're going to use tools on Edgar anymore. We may yet, but that particular tool gives the monster a kind of strange status where they're still allowed to act, but if they do anything, they die. Which is kind of nifty. Kind of nifty indeed. We're also going to get a really nice weapon for Mogwart in this dungeon. Oh, speaking of weapons, we got to change realms. Yeah, she wants the Magus Rod in here, not the Gladius. Yeah, that's what she wants. Oh, man, 74 magic she's up to. Because we've been pumping her magic with Espers. That's the way to do it. If you really want to min-max in this game, you pump you pump her magic stat with Espers, using Espers only to level up, and then you learn all your magic on the Veldt, where you don't get any XP. Silence! Silence, knave! Oh, Umaro, you're looking kind of, almost dead there. So as soon as this thing is silenced, it's effectively nerfed. It's not going to be able to do anything. All it can do is cast Holy and Dispel, and so what we're going to do is just start throwing Faragas at it. you know, as you do. Or some flares. You know, we got some flares in our back pockets here. And what do you have? You also have flares. She doesn't have flare. Okay. Let's try some Blizzaga. Look at Umaro with his 8 hit points. What's Umaro rocking here? 1778? Okay, that's pretty good for consistent damage in this dungeon. He's the only character who's not getting any benefit from regen. That's fine. We're going to use some X-Ethers when we get to the top, so we're just going to blow all our big magic on these fights, on this fight. And there's another boss fight at the top we're going to need a lot more magic for. So, the treasure in this dungeon, aside from the 6th dragon here, this is the 6th of 8 dragons, we'll get the last 2 at a later date. This dragon's going to drop a nice lance. And I don't mean like a nice guy named Lance. I mean like a lance for good old Mogort here. Here you go. What do you say, Muggle? Pretty good. I mean, the Gladius is better, but this is better for his jump attack, and it gives him a couple points of magic, which will come in very useful in here. Alright, I guess we'll heal up Umaro. Drink up, my man. I guess there's kind of no reason to do that. He's either going to survive in this fight, in this boss fight up here, or he's not. And if he doesn't, we could bring him back with very little problem. And we're eventually going to make our entire party completely invincible anyway. So, let's talk about the treasure up here. The treasure is the Soul of Thamasa, also known as the Gem Box. Personally, I like the Gem Box better as a title, but I guess Soul of Thamasa is more descriptive. And I also suppose... Oh, let's give her twice that earring. I also suppose it explains why Strago was attracted to this cult. Like, oh, the Soul of Thamasa is here. Or some such. But we're not going to be able to get out of here. All the cultists are going to block the path out. And now we have to fight the Magi Master. The Magi Master is a gimmick fight. There is no legit, quote-unquote, way to fight the Magi Master. There are a few ways to exploit the fight. So, one way is he has a special property. Let's talk about the boss first. He has his barrier change. He changes his weakness. He constantly spams powerful attacks. So, one way to exploit it is to buy reflect rings and bounce all his magic back at him. But if he dies, then he uses Ultima. Okay, well there goes his barrier change. So now we're going to Berserk him. And we're going to haste Umaro, who doesn't have it. Who's got Libra? Oh, you know what? She's probably the only one who has Libra. But we're going to Berserk him, so he can't use all his powerful magic. That's why we don't need reflex rings. He's going to attack us. His attacks shouldn't deal a lot of damage except maybe to Umaro. I'm a little worried about Umaro here. Okay, so I need you to... Yeah, you have Libra. Go ahead and put... You have to Protect? Because he doesn't have Miracle Shoes. Yeah, you've got Protect. So go ahead and Protect. Oh, actually, you know what? Better yet, we should get the Re-Raise up. Re-Raise, and then Libra. Yeah, then we'll Protect Libra next round. So we'll see what he's weak to. And then we'll kill him 41 damage at a time with Umaro. And hopefully he's weak to something easy. Something that Mog can hit. Maybe something from Valagramanda. Poison. Not really down with poison, I don't think. So what we're going to do is dispel his Berserk and try again. There goes his barrier change. Alright, Berserk him, and then Libra immediately. He can change his... there's 8 elements in the game. And he can change his weakness to any of them. And we just have to find one that we can hit really easily. So Fire, Ice, or Lightning would be ideal, because that's what Mog has. I pretty much always make sure Mog has that kind of high-level magic from Valagramanda, because I know I'm going to have him in my party for this dungeon. So what do we have this time, buddy? Holy. I can dual cast Holy. Yeah, you know what? I can work with that. We'll just throw Holy at him. It'll be perfect. Mog's not going to have anything to do, but we'll use her to go ahead and get some more re-raise up. On Miss Realm, and then Mog. Oh, yeah, like, them 9s is good eats, man. That's good eating. So you just defend. You don't need to do much of anything. And you arrows get a little bit of chip damage in there. Not even a problem. And Mog will have one useful move in this fight. So, the reason we're putting re-raise up is because when we kill the Magic Master, even if he's berserked, he will use Holy. Or, not Holy, Ultima, which will kill everybody. It's going to deal 9,000 damage to everybody. And as soon as this re-raise comes out, we can safely cast Phantom. And so that's what re-raise is going to do. It's going to make sure that that Ultima doesn't... I mean, it's going to kill everybody, but re-raise is going to bring everybody back to life. It's going to be wonderful. You'll see. You'll see. I'll show you all. If you don't want to wait this long to fight this boss, there's a couple other ways you can do it. If you can kill him by running him out of MP, so you can sit here and use Rasp over and over and over. It takes a lot longer, but how come you're not vanished, my friend? There he goes. Okay, we've erased him. But then he's not able to end with Ultima because he has no MP to cast it with. That's one way to kill him. Another way is to use the Quetzali Esper, the one that makes everybody jump. Oh, there was Ultima right there. We're already done. Anybody who's in the air can escape this Ultima spell. So you can kind of watch his HP, and when he's down to like 2,000 or so, cast that Quetzali Esper. The damage from everybody falling out of the sky with Quetzali will finish him off. And then, ooh, Celeste learned Ultima. Mog learned Gravity. Now we're done here. We can't, unfortunately, teleport out, so we're going to walk all the way down. So anybody who is in the air when he casts Ultima will escape its wrath, but whoever deals the killing blow, having landed from the Quetzali summon, will unfortunately be dead. So you can actually take this tower down pretty early in the World of Ruin. As soon as you get Molulu's Charm, you're pretty much good to go here, as long as you know what to do, because all the spells you really need, Berserk, Rasp, are World of Balance spells, and you can time it with Quetzali. And the Soul of Thamas is pretty useful. I mean, you can put it to good use relatively early on in the World of Ruin in lots of places. There's lots of places where double casting spells would be very helpful for you. So we're done with here. We got all the good treasures out of here. The Lance and the Soul of Thamasa are the big ones. Soul of Thamasa goes really well paired with a relic called the Celestriad, which you may also know as the Economizer. Really pretty good. We need to go... We can use this same party, right? We can pretty much use this same party. We'll just throw Mogort out and put Setzer in. And take the same party otherwise. And I'm happy with that. I'm happy with what I'm doing right now. And we'll give him the Master's Scroll. Go ahead and take Mog's stuff off, please. Alright, I don't really care what Esper you have. I'm not sure what you were learning or any of that mess. Go ahead and take Phoenix, I guess? Yeah, start learning Phoenix. Miracle Shoes. Master Scroll. I'm pretty sure he can use the Master Scroll too, and it's, it'd be really nice. We'll just leave her with the Soul of Thamasa. She can double cast whatever she wants. And you can have the Paladin Shield for the time being. We're actually going to go to Jidor next, and I'm going to waste all of your time. So, unfortunately... Now, when we were on the Veldt, I mean, we got a lot of stuff out of the way. We got to talk about a lot of Final Fantasy games in those, what was it, like 3-hour video or something. We learned a lot of very useful spells for our actually 4 most important casters. I guess we'll count Gao in that list. And we got 500,000 gil. Because the auction house in the World of Ruin has a rare sword put up for auction. Ominous. Let's see if it actually shows up at auction. And not something horrible that only spoiled brat's dad will buy. What's in the chest? Excalibur! First try. Hashtag first try. So we're going to spend 500 big boys on the Excalibur. The Excalibur is a lying weapon. It says it has a attack power of something ridiculous. Like, I think it actually has a 255 attack power on the menu. But it also has a special effect where any attack you deal with it always deals 1 damage. So, the only way you're going to get damage out of the Excalibur is if you throw it using Shadow or Go-Go. Because Shadow, then you're not attacking with it, you're throwing it. It's only worried about its personal attack power. That's it. But the Excalibur has another use. We need there's an inn in the Colosseum. We'll stay at the inn in the Colosseum. Seems only fair. We'll destroy these people. Oh, did I get a heal somewhere? Where did I get a heal from? I have no idea. I'm not playing around with you fools. Get pooped on, crawlers. Get absolutely pooped on by a giant blue... It actually kind of shaped like a toilet bowl. It has the same kind of color as like Thousand Flushes. I never noticed that. I just now noticed that Ultima is basically flushing the monsters down a literal toilet. So the Excalibur, needless to say, is not in the original version of this game. It was new for the advanced version because they added a couple new espers. It is a famous relic from the Final Fantasy series. We're going to drop a safety save right here. Yeah, we must have got a heal somewhere. I'm not sure where. Oh, the first thing we need to do, though, is bet one of our many behemoth suits. Yeah, let's win this fight and get our last snow scarf. Alright, Setzer, all you need to do... I mean, you're casting a spell. I admire your free spirit. I wish you would not cast a spell. Especially not a useless spell. What I want you to do is throw your dice. That would be amazing. See, now what you did there was wrong. Now, we have lots more behemoth suits. We got a big pile of them. We did all of our behemoth suit laundry. We're good to go. What I need you to do is throw your dice. Now, see, the problem there, what happened there was, instead of throwing your dice, you decided to just stand there and watch the guy. And that didn't work out for you. Didn't work out for you. So again, I admire that. Now you're casting a spell again. I'm not sure what this is going to avail you. I mean, maybe you can put him to sleep. You didn't. You could have. But he wasn't sleepy. The thing is, he had a good night's sleep. He set his alarm clock. He woke up this morning. He's like, man, I got a big day today. I got to go out. And I got to beat up on this guy who won't throw his dice at me. Oh, no, he's throwing his dice at me now. What a world. Ooh, we need big numbers. That's good. That'll do it. That'll just do it. Okay, so there's our last snow scarf. Now, we will bet the Excalibur, and if we lose this fight, I'm going to reset. Because if we win this fight, we get a merit award, which is... think of it this way, like every character has their own equipment set that they can use. There's also a merit award equipment set. And it's a relic. You give it to somebody, and then they can equip anything from their own set, or anything from the merit award set. So if you ever wanted someone to use, like, come on, Setzer. Come on, don't let me down. Don't let me down. Throw the dice. Oh! You know what? I'm not resetting. We're just going to go without the merit award. We're not going to use it. It's good if you want to give, like, weird equipment setups to weird characters, but all of our characters are built pretty well as it is. So dual cast. First of all, get my Dice Man back up. Second of all, Kiraga everybody. you just need to throw Ultima out there. Do that. There's other ways to get the merit award too, but I didn't. It's a cool relic, like it's a unique thing. You can do some cool setups with it, but I don't think we're going to make use of it, and I'm pretty sick of this Coliseum overall, I've got to say. So here's Greg. Greg attacks us for the Excalibur, aka Gorga Marsh. And all we got to do here... we could dual Holy. That's fine. All we got to do here is roll big. I like that 5 and that 6. That was a good start there, Setzer. I mean, that could have been worse. That could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot better. But it definitely could have been worse. Let's see if Greg likes Holy. Not really. You see he's got a counterattack routine that can even interrupt dual cast. Like, it even sneaks right in there. Like, no matter what's happening, that's going to get in there. I don't think he can interrupt quick, though. I'm not going to allow him to get away with that, though. We're going to dispel that. And then, I guess... you don't really have anything else to cast. Cast a Cure, I suppose. We have to dual cast something. Realm's Ultima is too strong. That got through his shell. Entirely through his shell. Let's see if this finishes in here. Not quite. You know, not quite. Fixed Dice doesn't care about Protector Shell anyway. So I guess we're going at him with the Ultima weapon now. This is what it's come to. Greg, you want to see what a real sword looks like? I got a lightsaber, fool. Actually, never mind. Setzer might have it right here. That was some 2 decent rolls. 3 decent rolls. And there we go. Gorga Marsh is in the can. He's actually a very cool Esper, and the reason we didn't get him earlier, it's not that hard of a boss fight. You can take the sting out of his physical attacks by using stuff like Phantom or Golem or whatever. But the reason we didn't come here earlier is you need that 500 Gs to buy the Excalibur to begin with. And I just didn't have it until we did all that running around on the Veldt. Shoutouts to Thinneran for sponsoring this video, and to everybody who helped make my channel possible by supporting me on Patreon.